to travel to. Alex was taken aback. He had never heard of anything like this before. But he couldn't help but be curious about what it could do. He tentatively pressed a few buttons on the screen, and suddenly, he was transported to another time and place. He found himself in the middle of a bustling city, filled with people and technology that he had never seen before. The sights and sounds were overwhelming, and he was momentarily paralyzed by the sheer scale of it all. But then he remembered the device that had brought him here, and he realized that he could use it to explore different times and places. He spent months traveling through time, seeing sights that he had only read about in books before the disaster. He saw the pyramids of Egypt, the Great Wall of China, and the Roman Colosseum. But the more he saw, the more he realized that there was no escaping the harsh reality of the wasteland. No matter where he went, he always found himself longing for the quiet solitude of his own world. And so, after months of wandering, Alex returned to the apocalyptic wasteland, carrying with him a newfound appreciation for the little things in life. He continued to search for books, but now he did it with a renewed sense of purpose. He knew that the world was a harsh and unforgiving place, but he also knew that there was still beauty to be found in the smallest of things. As he journeyed through the wasteland, he encountered all manner of dangers, from mutated beasts to ruthless gangs of scavengers. But he was determined to survive, to keep searching for the things that made life worth living. And when he finally found the book that he had been searching for, he knew that he had finally found what he had been looking for all along: hope. The book was old and worn, with tattered pages and faded ink. But as Alex opened it and began to read, he realized that it was exactly what he had been searching for all these years. The book was a journal, written by a survivor of the disaster that had destroyed the world. It detailed the struggles and hardships that the author had faced, but it also spoke of hope and perseverance in the face of adversity. As Alex read through the journal, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He realized that he was not alone in his struggles, and that others had faced the same challenges and had come out stronger on the other side. With the journal in hand, Alex set out on a new adventure. He traveled to the far corners of the wasteland, sharing the stories and lessons that he had learned with others who were struggling to survive. He spoke of hope and resilience, of the importance of community and connection in a world that had been torn apart. Over time, Alex's travels brought him into contact with a group of survivors who shared his values and beliefs. Together, they formed a community, pooling their resources and skills to build a new world from the ashes of the old. They built homes and gardens, set up schools and libraries, and worked together to create a better future for themselves and their children. And through it all, Alex remained a guiding force, sharing his knowledge and experience with those around him, and inspiring others to never give up hope. In the end, Alex knew that there would always be challenges and struggles in the world. But he also knew that with determination and a sense of purpose, anything was possible. And as he looked out over the thriving community that he had helped to build, he knew that he had found something truly worth fighting for. As Alex stood on the rooftop of a crumbling building, surrounded by the community he had helped build, he heard the distant sound of gunfire and explosions echoing through the streets. The calm that had settled over the wasteland was shattered by the sudden violence, and Alex knew that danger was approaching. He quickly directed the community to take cover and grabbed his trusty rifle. As he scanned the surrounding area, he saw movement in the distance. A group of raiders was approaching, armed to the teeth and looking for trouble. Alex had faced raiders before, but he knew that this group was different. They were well organized and well armed, and they had been raiding nearby settlements for weeks. They were ruthless and had no regard for human life, and Alex knew that he had to stop them before they reached his community. As the raiders closed in, Alex took cover behind a pile of rubble and waited for them to come closer. He knew that he was outnumbered and outgunned, but he also knew that he couldn't let them get any closer to his people. The sound of bullets hitting nearby rubble and explosions in the background was deafening, but Alex stayed focused. He aimed his rifle and fired, taking down one raider after another. But as the raiders closed in, Alex found himself in the thick of the fight. He engaged in a bloody struggle, dodging bullets and exchanging blows with the raiders. Despite his years of experience in the wasteland, Alex was pushed to his limits. His clothes were torn and bloodied, and his body ached with exhaustion. But he refused to give up. With a fierce determination, Alex continued to fight back, landing blow after blow and taking down raider after raider. The battle raged on for what felt like hours, but finally, Alex emerged victorious. As the last of the raiders fell to the ground, Alex collapsed to his knees, panting and covered in sweat and blood. He looked around at the destruction and devastation that the raiders had caused and felt a sense of despair. But then he remembered the community that he had fought so hard to protect. He got up, dusted himself off, and made his way back to them. As he walked among them, He saw the gratitude and admiration in their eyes, and he knew that it was all worth it. In the aftermath of the battle, Alex worked tirelessly to rebuild what had been destroyed. He trained his people to defend themselves and to work together, and he showed them that no matter how hard things got, they could always rise above it. And as he looked out over the thriving community that he had helped build, Alex knew that he had truly found something worth fighting for.